Hi everyone around the world. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live, where the world comes to talk radio. Your best shack setup and more coming up. It's Friday. Welcome back.
Ho, 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 it's magic. You know, never believe it's not so. It's magic. You know, never believe it's not so. Never been awake, never seen a day break. Leaning on my pillow in the morning, lazy day in bed, music in my head, crazy music playing in the morning light. Ho, 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 it's magic, you know, never believe it's not so. It's magic. You know, never believe it's not so. I love a sunny day, dreaming far away, dreaming on my pillow in the morning. Never been away, hey, never seen a day break, leaning on my pillow in the morning light. Ho, 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 it's magic, you know, never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know, never believe it's not so.
Pilot with a one-hit wonder. Indeed, yeah, it was. You know, most of the guys from this band became the Alan Parsons Project. In fact, the song was helped to be produced by Alan Parsons. Magic, a one-hit wonder for the group Pilot, starting us off today on the very first day of May. Happy Labor Day to those in Europe who celebrate today. I wish you the very best and hope you have a wonderful day off from work. You have definitely earned it, friends. Yep. It's Friday as well. We're kind of pulling away from Aloha Friday today. Feel sad about that in a way. We'll bring Aloha Friday back because it's just a perfect Friday song. But today we got the end of a tie score from a poll on Discord on Tuesday. There you go. From around the world, let's get ready, get set, and away we go. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. A happy Friday from Central Florida. Woo! It is hot here today. Going to be again in the 90s. It's 3 straight days. Our grass is dying, and we only can water once per week here. And it's only for certain days, and only on a certain day, and only for a certain amount of time. It's a really rough time. We're hoping to get a bunch of thunderstorms without the lightning because we have a fire danger. It's pretty bad here right now. But we need the rain really bad. So hopefully we'll get dumped on for some rain tomorrow throughout the state of Florida. We are here to help you, however, enjoy my dog collection. And today's dog of the day is our dear dog, Jill. We call her Gilbert. This is the reason we're 10 minutes late today. Yep. Jill was taking a siesta in the dead grass in the backyard, but she is such a sweet little dog. She just turned 3 a few months ago, and she is our little angel. So that is our 4th dog. You've now seen all 4 of our dogs, okay? Well, you got a little herd here. If you'd like to get an amateur radio, we would love to help you. Contact a big club like the American Radio Relay League to get your license at www.arrl.org. Just ask them where a local to you ham radio club is, and they'll send back to you a local to you ham radio club in an email, and then you contact the club. That's how it works, and then they will come and help you to get licensed, which we want you to do. Today's going to be a fun day to learn a lot about things we do in amateur radio with a really special radio we're going to preview today that has quite a bit of features, more than just HF. It's way above HF. And one of our viewers requested us to do a little video review of that radio. And we have a great content creator who has done that. So today you'll learn a lot about the different things that we can do in amateur radio. But to get that license, go to the American Radio Relay League, contact them, and then contact the club near you. We have an email here, info@hamradiolive.org. I must confess, that's the one thing I didn't get to today. I'm getting a lot of things on social media, a lot of things being sent to me on social media, and I just didn't get there today. But please email me. We'll make sure that if you do send stuff, we'll get that to our show. I've got so many emails that I'm going to be sharing stuff with you today on the show, so you'll see those coming up. Also, we have a great website. It's at www.hamradiolive.org. Just a moment, please. Got to pull my noise gate down just one. There you go. It's a one-stop shop, so you can get a whole bunch of information to make you very successful in amateur radio, including weather maps for tropospheric ducting, de-expeditions, contests, and calendar, and a whole bunch on that webpage to help you do a lot. In fact, today's show, we'll do all of that. We'll share with you the contest, special events, and de-expedition calendar for the coming weekend, and it's pretty cool. We've got some great de-expeditions on the way. Discord, you can reach us at Discord. It's free. We don't charge for it. It's at ham-radio-live. Lots of conversations going on. You can ask about various ham radio related or shortwave related stuff, and we'll be happy to find someone there that can answer the question. Today's topic question is going to be a fun question because we've never asked this one before. And of course, that's not the right question. However, because I had to make a change, I've got to go to a different place. And there, oh my goodness gracious, Larry, it's a Friday for goodness sakes. And here we go again.
Hey, boy, come here, quick.
Amazing. Amazing. There's so many things now in the show today. Here it is. There it is. And I'm going to make sure and just copy and paste this one. What are the parts of your ideal shack? It's hard to word this one because we're talking about your opinion for your ideal shack. Everything. All right. You're not going to need a tuner because hopefully you've got a great antenna or two or maybe more. You're not going to need to have a whole bunch of extra stuff, but you're going to need some stuff. What are the basic things would be in your shack to make you totally happy to work the world? Let's take a look and see who's first, second, and third today on the show, all right? On a Friday, first day of May. Wow. You know, after this month, we're going to be halfway through the year of 2026. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh. Incredible. First up, from the state of Wisconsin, however, again, because of the way the lag works on the internet, it's a virtual tie today. It's amazing, but it was truly on my end. I was waiting for Bill to come in because he's usually first. And what surprised me was it was Bill and second, right like that. It was boom, boom, Martin. So you both came in right about the same time, and I'm going to give you both credit for a beep beep for coming in first together. Here you go, guys. Well done. Bill is Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike, and Martin's Pop Echo 9 Tango India Golf, and that is two continents right there, North America and England. Welcome, Europe. Thank you so much, guys, and the show is over now. Thank you. Gosh. Well, there you go. England, Holland, it's kind of the same, right? And we can't give this continent number 3, although we should, because it's its own paradisal continent. That would be our dear friend Todd in Honolulu, Hawaii. And because you're there, I got to do it. Doopy 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 doo, Todd. Now listen, because you're in Hawaii on a Friday, and we usually play this song on Fridays, here's just a little bit of what we do on Fridays here.
Here is where I sit all cloudy and blessed with the dream of bottles lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a Western oil can under my ukulele.
Oh, it's good. Yep, it's Friday.
It's Aloha Friday. No work till Monday.
I love doing this show. It's so good. There you go, Todd. And I'm sure you've probably heard it on like 3 Hawaiian stations today, man. There you go. Aloha Friday. Wow. And we usually play that on Fridays. Coming in fourth, actually. No, she'd be third because there was a tie for first. It's Kim in California, Los Angeles area, Kilo 6, Yankee Lima. Hi, Kim. Good to see you. Happy Friday, my friend. Rodney's here from Holland as well. Not England, but Holland. It's like a different land. When you think of it, it is. Holland, England, both are lands. Whew. Sorry, I'm trying to stretch it. Not doing it well. Pop Alpha 9 Romeo Whiskey. That's Rodney's call sign. And we love Rodney. Thanks for coming to me. Happy Friday, buddy. Yep. We're going to have fun today. This is going to be a great show. We have Joe Walsh in this show. Yes, we do. We've got Art Bell in this show. We've got some people from this channel on this show. We've got new trivia questions too. How about that? There you go. We have a lot of fun today. It's going to be a fun show on a Friday. I had to promise the dogs it wouldn't go as long as it has been the last 2 days. Todd, 2 days in a row, I'm on a roll. Well, it helps. What are you now? You're at least 6 time zones closer than you were before, right? Are you there on leave for a while? Man, if I was on leave, I'd want to be in Hawaii for sure. Eamon Azar, November 9, Sierra Echo Sierra. Thanks for the call sign yesterday, brother. Appreciate it. And Eamon's here, which is great because Eamon knew Jill when she was just a itty bitty puppy, and she's not no more. Jill now weighs 23 pounds, Eamon. I kid you not. Little Jill. She's always had those expressive eyes. And Eamon, when we came back from getting her at the place we got her from, right? We stopped at Eamon's house and we visited with him. And so Eamon remembers Jack and Joe when they were itty bitty pups. He was one of the only people who saw them. Yep, back then. Barry Wendon's here, Golf 6 Juliet Mike X-Ray. Happy Friday, my dear friend. And Rodney, thank you for putting the channel rules up. I love that. That's good stuff. Yep. We want to make sure and keep the content clean here because part of the ideal of this show is to help people find the joy in amateur radio. We have people who can use foul language or be, profane, whatever. And there are plenty of YouTube channels you can watch that on, and that's fine. I'm not judging you for it. I'm just telling you we won't find it here. And so we have people who take it seriously in the comment section. And Rodney, you do a great job. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you. Very important to note that stuff. We have a lot of people who are moderators here, a lot, and we're very grateful for all of them. Rodney, thank you for the link. We also want to thank you for Andy Newman. He's here from Bristol in the United Kingdom. Mike 7, Charlie Union November, welcome, and thank you for the nice compliments on yesterday's show. I was blown away at your comments, Andy. Thank you very much. You made my morning today. It was a joy to do the show on shortwave, and I wish I could have done a couple other things, but it was getting pretty long in the tooth indeed. So thank you very, very much for being here today, buddy. And Rodney, it is TGIF and 77 degrees in the Netherlands? No way! Oh my gosh, that's great, Martin. You guys got to be thrilled. Make sure and keep your clothes on.
Thank you. Come again.
Don't go outside naked or nothing. It's got to be nice. Todd, I'm here for this channel 2 days in a row and not for health either. Well, that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Bill in Wisconsin. Wow, in the 90s, we had 26 Fahrenheit this morning. Oh, gosh. No. Oh, that's cold. It's just so cold. Well, there you go. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's a good thing to be alive today, guys. And thank you, Todd. Appreciate it. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to say, here's Spike.
That's my boy!
Yeah, pretty much. That's all I got to say on this program right there is, yep, here's Spike. And Sam always just has to just jump right in, usually early, but...
Shut up!
Spike, welcome. Happy Friday. Good to see you, my friend. Great to see you here. Todd's ideal setup, FT991A and his PMR 171. Very nice. That's a nice combo. Now, what about the antenna, I'm going to show you something very shortly that we got through on social media, and it's going to blow your mind. It really is. I was like, I didn't know they could do this. 180-foot tower that rotates. Usually the antennas rotate, right? It's just kind of customary that the antennas will just rotate on their own. Nope, not this one. It's a rotating 180-degree tower. Wow. Rodney, thank you again for the link. Appreciate that. Yes. Toscan's here. He says England did have a Dutch king and a Dutch queen as well. They did. Yes, I'm sure. Well, there you go. And they also had Dutch brothers.
Oh, whatever, Larry.
Jokes don't get funnier, folks. There are other shows out here. And Spike now wants some Don Ho. Stop. Just stop. Show's going to go over pretty quick. And thank you for doing the doobie-doos, everybody. I appreciate that. And Todd, I love Is and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I live for that. Yeah, it's a great, great show. It's a great song. Wonderful song. And, you know, he had such a pure heart. He's talking about Israel Kamakawaoli. I usually say it wrong because it's a very hard last name. But if you know the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow, what a wonderful world. It's a beautiful medley. And, it's on ukulele. It's just beautiful. Oh, it's good. Yeah. And Todd is Whiskey Bravo 6 Alpha Charlie uniform, which is Joe Walsh's call sign. Is he in the house today? No, he's not. Thank you for asking. Cora, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Martin and Holland, today's topic question, leaving the walk-in closet, which is owned by my wife, and I'm allowed to use a corner, so a man cave would be very nice. I bet it would. And you've lived there for decades. That's great. Oh, boy. I wish I could live in Hawaii. I tried. We did. But we're here in Florida, and that's close enough for us right here. We just can't get any closer. We go to the Southwest coast, right? When you go down to, like, Venice, you hit, like, Sarasota area, just south of Tampa, St. Pete. And you're going south towards Naples. Yeah, it's very good. Now, granted, in the Gulf, you don't have the high waves you have on the Atlantic side. But you also don't have all the high prices either of the Atlantic side. Oh, man. Yeah, it's beautiful to go for a weekend. And we hope to go tomorrow, but then the rain is coming, so we're not sure we're going to do that tomorrow because the dogs will just go berserk if there's a massive thunderstorm here. I'll get to more of your comments a lot today, and I appreciate that. I share with you our email address here, which is info@hamradiolive.org, and it's a joy to get stuff from you guys. And when I receive something, I try and play it. So I have a couple of really neat calls. The first one is going to surprise you. It's an indoor antenna QRP call. And for new hems or people who might want to get their license, you might wonder, well, why is that a big deal? Because an indoor antenna can create a big problem of radio frequencies interference to your body. On some signals, when you start to get high up in frequency, if you've got the antenna too close to you, you're transmitting right, you could have some serious problems health-wise from that. So usually indoor antennas are kind of frowned upon because of the damage it can do because of the high frequency waves near you. Well, you can accomplish things even with that situation being the only thing you do because you use low power. QRP levels usually don't. Now, depends on frequency. I wouldn't recommend people to do this at home. However, if you know what you're doing and you know the power is safe, just watch this call.
It's in my bedroom. It's a vertical bazooka made in Italy by PKW. They don't build them anymore. This is my tiny little place where I live. I just opened the window to air out my bedroom. And there's the vertical bazooka on a speaker tripod. Hey, let me try to work something out. Wow, listen to this audio.
Well, Ken, you're sounding fantastic, but guess what? There's a lot of people calling, even on top of you. So good to hear you. Top 4 Mike Ocean Hotel. Good morning from the United States. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Good to get you in the log here this morning.
Woohoo! Good job, Ray. Good job. Wow. So 10 meters open. Yeah. QSL, Ray. QSL. Thank you for the 5x3. You are 5x5. A 5x5 with some QS Baltimore on my indoor antenna. I'm just running 20 watts, Ray. 20 watts. A very good morning. Over.
Yeah, okay. Everybody's pissed at the first group. Gunter, I think you said you're running an indoor antenna there in Germany when you're testing. Well, I hope you don't get any exposure, but you're across the pond. QSL?
QSL, Ray.
All right, now,
QSL.
hear what he just said. What he said was, I hope you're not picking up any RFI exposure because of having the high frequency antenna near where you're transmitting. That's why I gave the warning. Here's the rest of the QSO.
Thank you very much for your patience and have a great Tuesday. Victor 2, Radio Echo, DK54NV, QRP at home. Over.
Over. Very good, Gunter. 73, my friend. That's from the USA.
20 watts. 20 watts. Look at it. I'm not lying. 20 watts, okay? Woohoo! Thank you for a new band, Ray. Thank you so much.
Okay, now there's more to the story here, and I'll show that in just a moment, okay? This is interesting because he also made another call, which is outdoors, but I want to stick with this one right now. The call he made was to Whiskey 2 Romeo Echo. You're free to look it up on QRZ. He's got quite the antenna farm, and you know also, I'm sure, that he does a lot of YouTube streaming. Really good guy, does amazing work, and you'll be better if you watch his live streams and subscribe to his channel as well. He has quite the farm, and not just one. He's got one in New York. He's got one up in Maine, and this antenna really got my eye because the whole thing rotates. Usually the antenna elements will rotate, but in this case, because the type of antenna it is, the antenna mast itself rotates. Look at this. This is how it works. Because I had to see, I want to know how it works. I'm the guy that took apart the vacuum cleaner and had all the extra parts left over.
I don't think so.
Oh, man. So I'm looking at how this thing works. It's got a carriage ring around it, right, to keep everything steady, and it rolls on bearings as this thing just keeps taut, and the whole darn tower spins. No kidding. On both this one with the Yagis and this one that's got the fixed antennas. He's got quite the antenna farm there. And this one here is the one in New York. And it kind of looks out towards a little bit of the ocean. It's a beautiful antenna farm by Whiskey 2 Romeo Echo. And what a great call for Gunter as well. Just a great, great call. Want to give him some fives on that. Nice work, Gunter. Nice call. 10 watts. Little antenna inside the house. Doesn't call somebody in Europe. No, he goes over the Atlantic. Of course, it's a great antenna over the Atlantic, but still, it went that far, and that says an awful lot. He also made another call, and this call really impressed me. I also want to share with you, I have a neat subject that's coming up after this. It's kind of a sad thing, but a happy thing too. Watch this call from Gunter. He's out by the yacht harbor in Wiesbaden, Germany, and this call goes 5,600 miles with a wire up in a tree. That's over 9,000 kilometers. Look at this.
Wow, they're having a big pile up. Everybody wants to work the ghost town of Paradise in Arizona.
Oh, fantastic. I will definitely forward that one along. See, if you said like 1 out of 5, then I don't forward those. So, anywho, good times. We're having a lot of fun here in the mobile communications unit. We are running 100 watts on an ICOM 7300 on our
100 watts, wow. I thought he is running more.
Hey, you know what? Thank you. I thank you. There's a great story behind that. Started losing the hair on the top of my head and figured, gotta grow somewhere, so worked it out. Well, thank you again. I appreciate that. Thanks for checking out the live stream. This is Kilo 7, Romeo Delta Golf.
Delta Kilo 5, Oscar, November, Victor / Portable. Delta Kilo 5, Oscar, November, Victor / Portable.
Let's take the portable station. I think I've heard portable a couple times. There was a portable station in the lead. Let's try that one more time.
Okay, this is Delta Kilo 5, Oscar, November, Victor / Portable, over.
Can you say your call sign 2 times slow for us?
Delta Kilo number 5, Oscar, November, Victor / Portable. Repeat, Delta Kilo number 5, Ocean, Norway, Victoria / Portable, over.
Kilo 5, Oscar, November, Victor. QSL?
Almost. The prefix is Delta Kilo. I'm in Germany, southwest Germany. Delta Kilo 5, over.
Oh, well, sorry about that. We messed that one up. Delta Kilo 5, Oscar, November, Victor.
/ Portable at the yacht harbor of Wiesbaden City. We are located 25 miles west of Frankfurt International Airport. My name is Günther, and I got you a 5 and 5, a 55, over.
I'll take the 55, and you said you're portable. How many watts? I'm going to give you a 5.7.
Say 5 watts.
I got a horizontal 160-meter Delta loop, 40 feet high, and I'm running 100 watts on battery power ICOM 7300, over.
Oh, the 7300 is my favorite radio. That's what we're on right now, is rocking an ICOM 7300. Well, I really thank you for making the trip. Can we get your name one more time? And I just want to confirm. Delta Kilo 5, Oscar, November, Victor.
He's so excited. It's a young man. You could tell he's young. And he's got to be like, oh my gosh, it's Germany.
QSL, and my name is Günther. Golf Uniform, November Tango, Echo Romeo. My name is Günther. Roger?
Roger that. Gunther, thank you for making the trip. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you. This is K7RDG. This is Andrew on the microphone with Steve trying desperately to hear people on the radio.
Hear that?
Thank you again, 73.
Trying desperately just to hear people on the radio. That's all he wanted to do. And he calls Germany. Here's Günther 73.
So your patience and happy Labor Day into Arizona. DK50NV / Portable signing clear. Good night.
73s and good night to you. We'll take that Whiskey 3 Tango November. Give you a 5-9.
You gotta stay on it. Hey, let me tell you this one more time. The 3Ps in your pockets. You need to have them on you anytime, no matter where you go in it. Patience, persistence equals payoff. Thank
Every
you so
time.
much.
Every
Woohoo,
time.
Arizona.
Well done.
Stop. It's the ghost town of paradise in Arizona. Now we got it. Happy Labor Day.
Thanks to Günther DK50NV. It's a good video. That is, yeah. And I want to share something else with you. Something kind of sad happened. It happened last month. For folks that, I'm going to just get this blank spot here real quick. It happened in April. And this young lady, bless her heart, look at her. I just want to hug her. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Alpha Delta, Jane Moffat. She did a ton of work in her lifetime in the Toronto area to help young cadets and people in radio. And she loved science so much. She passed away at 104 years old. How about that? We will miss you, Jane. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Alpha Delta. A big loss for Canada and for all of us in amateur radio. It came through today on my Facebook page, and I was wondering what they were trying to say, because nothing was said with it other than people saying, hope to work you on the air and all this stuff. And I'm going, what's this about? So I checked, and she just passed away. She's an SK. We will miss you, young lady. You are quite the angel in this world. And boy, we need more people like you to really inspire, especially young ladies like Kim. Kilo 6 Yankee Lima. Now you're up. It's your job. You got it, Kim. And you'll do great, Kim. You'll do great. Today's topic question has to do with your ultimate shack. It is all the components, the antenna. You don't have to get in the feeder. We're good there. But all the stuff you need to make a great ham shack. Your great ham shack. Comments coming in. Andy Newman from Wales. He says, well, enough space for a desk, chair, and plenty of PowerPoints, and either a 990 or a 7850 radio. Wow. Both legacy radios, both top of their class, too, for each manufacturer. Kenwood and ICOM. Nice comment. Andy, thank you. Thank you very much. Notice what he's not saying. He's not telling about an amplifier. He's not talking about having to have, like a Hammerland, something like that, some expensive thing. Andy, good. That's cool. That's very cool. And Todd asks if he can give us some of our rain. Yeah, some of the rain in Hawaii. Send it our way, brother. Seriously, we are so dry here. Our retention ponds are down, and the alligators have no place to go soon. So we really need it. It's getting really bad down here in Florida for sure. Todd says, I have the JPC 12 antenna system, a positive V antenna, end-fed half-wave, and a couple of those red slugs with the telescopic antenna. Thanks for asking. You're welcome. Also, John, welcome. Oscar Mike 1, Victor Echo. Good to see you, and a very happy Friday, my friend. Thanks for coming. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Did anybody here at all? Has anyone heard from Jose? I checked my email for that, and I didn't see anything last time. Let me just check email real quick. Because we've all been talking. He took the general exam on Wednesday, and we were all going to hopefully get something back from him, yet nothing still. Oh, good. And I didn't miss a single email that needed to go on this program. Excellent. Very good. Wow. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully, Jose, if you're watching this on replay, you let me know, because we would love to know how you did. If you didn't get the general license, that's okay. Take it again. You'll get it. It's a step that just needs to be taken still, and you'll be fine. Barry Wendon, Geochron Larry. Oh, that's what you need, is a Geochron. Those are pretty nice. Yeah, they're very nice too. Get the 4K. You don't need to get the real thing. It's interesting because it's mechanical, right? It just has this little world that's on this translucent. What do they call this? A plastic, and it just kind of goes around. They're very cool, but I just get the 4K model. They're just really cool. Rodney's got more because he's going to dive into this question. He also would get a hex beam, a DX Commander, Messium Poloni Hyperflex 10s, VHF, UHF antenna and radios, FTDX 10, amplifiers, meters, audio racks, multi-display, PC, and more. Oh my gosh. There's still more. Oh my goodness. Indoor antenna using VHF and 500 watts. Talk about MRI. And that's true. That is absolutely true. That's as you go up in frequency. Like, for example, if you have an indoor antenna and you're running on 80 meters, not too much of a problem. Unless if you're going 1,500 watts and you're 5 feet from the antenna, not a good decision. But if it's like at the other end of the house, should be okay. You start getting up like to 20, 17, 15, 12, 10. Ooh, because the waves are so small, right? And the smaller the wave, the easier it is to impact your body and start heating tissue. And heated tissue of the human body isn't a good thing. So please, just be really careful with indoor antennas. Just do your power assessment, your RFI assessment. That will help you. And just please do that, because we don't want to hear about anybody having medical problems because of this. And goodness knows, if you got someone with a pacemaker nearby, oof, bad stuff. Bill in Wisconsin, I guess I give my ham shack is pretty ideal as it is. I thought I might look for an upgrade to the 7300 when I'm at Dayton Hamfest in a couple of weeks. You'll have plenty of choices. Oh my goodness. There's going to be tons of radio gear there. You're going to do a promise to yourself, Bill. This is important. Promise yourself you will see the used stuff first and go through it. The manufacturers will be there and they'll have deals, right? Like Flex and Elecraft and ICOM and Kenwood, possibly Yaesu for sure. All these people will be there, and they'll have show deals. They'll all be there. Look through the stuff that's pre-owned. You might find a great deal, but get there early. Go Friday. I think Friday's the first day. Go Friday morning. There'll be a lot of people there, but you got a better chance at walking away with a very, very good deal. You do. Oh, you do. Yeah. Todd in Hawaii, 10 and 12 meters is listed as just fair to poor today up here in Tantalus. There's a reason. When you see QRZ weather, we'll get there. When you see QRZ weather, right, it's because they're in Colorado and they're doing it for basically the 48 continuous states. Okay. So today, here's the weather. SFI 143. Sunspot number is up to 158, guys. That's good. And you see the HF conditions, which really, don't worry about it. Where you're at, Todd, you're below 22 degrees north. You're going to do fine on 10 and 12. This isn't the tropical forecast. It's basically Northern Hemisphere. Just a moment. The good news, the BC latitude's a +17, which is good news. And the solar wind is still down. It's at 411.2 kilometers per second, which is a little higher than yesterday. So a little more than yesterday, but not bad. The HF band conditions, just the best thing to do is turn your radio on, right? The A index is high at 15. Remember, the A is a 24-hour aggregate of the K, so the K now is 1. It's going to continue to drop. It's going to be a quiet noise floor weekend. We're going to have excellent conditions this weekend. The magnetosphere view, though, does show that the big one, 4420, is going off the sun. And that's going to bring numbers down a little bit, unless we get a couple of sunspots off the west limb of the sun to come forward and then really help to keep the SFI up. 4428 is pointed right at us, and it's a really big region, and there's quite a bit of X-ray radiation coming from that one right there. The maximum usable frequencies, Todd, here you go. From Hawaii, you've got a pipeline into South America and Central America. Also, you'll get one into Australia, as you always do. Australia, New Zealand, the South Pacific. But I'm sure you want to work the Northern Hemisphere. So you're going to want to be on 15 meters because most of us are here. That's what's going on. Your HF forecast for the weekends, SFI should stay above 125. It's going to come down once we get that sunspot off the eastern limb. So we're going to have numbers going down, but still good numbers, okay? Some QS Baltimore on the HF bands this weekend, so you'll have some fading. Noise floor's quiet, though, and that's a great thing. 10 meters rises to 45 degrees north about 4 p.m. local, and it dives south fast. Look at this. It's about 4 p.m. when you see it peak, and then it goes straight down. It dips right back down again, like a little hillside. So remember, 10's going to be a real short window. Excuse me. 10's a short window open for just a moment, and 12 as well. 12 will work longer than 10, though. Maybe go on the 10-meter bend. What I do is I'll be on 12, and once I start seeing FT8 and WWV, or in your case, Todd, WWVH, which you'll hear anyway, because it's only about 80 miles north of you. But the point is, once you start to see the 12-meter band start to percolate with FT8 and WWV or VB or VH on 25 megahertz, then everything's going to be great because you'll know the ham band's open. It's almost like a beacon on the 12-meter band. So if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, work on 15, maybe go on to 12 and 10, at the right time of day, which is about 4 p.m. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, work 15. If you're in the tropics and you want to work the north, work 15, because that's where most people are at. Nighttime ham radio, great SFIs, good nighttime DX. Expect some fading at times, lower noise floors than we've had the last few days. That'll be good. Normal conditions to work your nighttime bands, 160, 80, 60, 40, and 40 is brilliant. So just work the 40-meter band the best that you can. Shortwave DXers, good conditions. Noise floor is quiet this weekend, and some decent DX your way. Shortwave daytime 31, 25, 22, 19 meters, 15 and 13. Nighttime shortwave SFI stays strong. Expect fading on signals at times. Shortwave nighttime 120 meters all the way down to the 19 meter band. And remember, 19 meters sounds pretty good here in the north about 3 hours after sunset, and then it starts to fade away at about 3 hours. But in the northern hemisphere, we're good because we're getting longer days. In the south, it'll be about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and the signals will fade away. Let me show you real quick from Central Florida, the 12 meter band, okay? And you're going to start to see some signals start to pop up a little bit. I just saw just a little bit of digital, which, man, people will try it and still get through because it's below the noise floor. You'll start to see things pop. Like right now, we're not seeing a whole lot on 12 here. It's still 15 here in Central Florida, Todd. And on the 10 meter band, which, you know, we can get here better than we can in the States. I'm pointed towards Central and South America right now, and it's pretty dead, which means that we're just not open right now. So in Hawaii, work on 15 meters, you'll work great all the way to the States, and they'll say, man, that's Hawaii. Excellent. Let's make the call, right? It's always a good band to work in amateur radio. We've got some stuff. Bill just mentioned Dayton Hemvention. This is a little thing that ICOM sent me, and since ICOM sponsors the shortwave shows, I thought I better share this with you. This is an interesting thing. They are going to be revealing a brand new HF rig there, and boy, I would definitely want to be seeing that new one. So make sure you're at Dayton if you can get there this coming May. It's May 15th to the 17th at the Xenia County Fairgrounds. The Xenia Fairgrounds here in Xenia, Ohio, and have a good time. And make sure you tell them. Thanks for thanks for sponsoring CQ Calling and OTH Radio. We appreciate that. Man, oh man. I have something in my eye. It's driving me berserk. It's love bug season here in Florida. This is my first love bug season. I saw these little buggers. At first, I thought they were bees. Nope, they're just very aggressive. They go after you, and they like to, well, they have a reason for being called love bugs, okay? But they are just, they just swarm. I've never seen them. My first love bug season in Florida. Ooh, boy, howdy. Oh, gosh, they're weird. We're going to share with you some cool stuff today, too. I've got some stuff that's very small from a couple of celebrities. Now, Aaron in Canada loved our Art Bell, right? I've got some Art Bell coming up on the ham bands. Also on shortwave, on his old shortwave show. We've got a little cut of that. And also, we've got something from, well, Joe Walsh.
This is a shortwave receiver. My family moved from Ohio to New York City. On the roof of this apartment was this metal thing that went around on Saturdays. So I traced the wires and knocked on the door. His name was Jim. He was talking to somebody in Florida, and it was the World of Ham Radio. After about a year, I got up enough money, and by this, HQ 145. With the World of Analog Electronics, Jim saved my life. And every once in a while, somebody comes and knocks at my door and says, "What's that thing on your roof?" And I say, "Come on in. Been waiting for you," because that's what we do.
Isn't that great? That's a neat comment he makes at the end. Come on in. So everybody, we're all going to go to Joe Walsh's house tomorrow.
Thank you. Come again.
Can you imagine? Oh, geez. If you could get by security, probably, or through the gate, right? I just wanted to see the antenna and what it's about, Joe. Can you imagine? 911 is called immediately. Jeff in Sherwood's here. Hello. He says, quick in and out, going to a family get-together to say goodbye to the youngest cousin who's moving to Wisconsin, and this may be the last time we see him. Take care. Jeff, thanks for coming. Alpha Delta 7, Lima, November, and best of luck to him as well. We hope everything goes well. Midwest is some warm hospitality for sure. And Lots of people giving Gunter some congratulations, which is cool. Todd, I own 2 of the Zygo G90s, and I'm locally famous for operating at 1 watt only. Average transmission is listed as 5,026 miles on a homebrew telescopic whip antenna and 4 15-foot ground radios. Fantastic call. That is. It's really good. Who was it? We have a viewer who hasn't come for a little while now. He was up in East New York, and he worked 1 watt to South Africa. That blew my mind. I was like, whoa. And they said, well, if you were calling CQ, we probably wouldn't work you because it'd be too hard to hear you. But because we're on frequency together, we're listening for a weak signal. We can hear it. It's just amazing when you get just a little weak a weak signal, like a little power QRP, right? And you work that far away. It's just, wow. You just don't need a ton of power. It's funny how that works. Let's see. Funny, Todd. Funny, I only carry one coin. Phew. One of my Vietnam Veterans of America Chapter 858 challenge coins. That's a good one to carry. I'd carry that one around too. Don, 200-foot tower multi-stack antenna. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. Definitely, no question. He has enough money to put all that up. Boy, oh boy. And good for him. He's having fun with it. And that's what should happen. That's what should happen. Kim, thank you, Larry. I'm trying to promote our hobby as much as I can. Kim, be you. Just be who you are, right? And show the joy you have. Because I think any, especially a young lady who sees a lady working radio, and they're calling another continent from where they're standing, watching you work, if they're interested in science, they're going to fall in love with that because you're in love with it. Kim, you'll do fine. Hang in there with that. Toscan Bang, I would love to have the same setup I used on my first HF Contact, the SB101, the ATU, which was a Pi match built in 19 something, sorry, a very long wire and a 100-foot tree for the far end. Brilliant. You just need a wire and a tree. If you get it way up high, you're going to get great calls. In fact, Gunter said that. He made a comment where he said, when I had the antenna, that wire up 40 feet, I wasn't making great calls. But once I got it up like 60 and 70 feet, all of a sudden I started making calls like long ways away, about 100 watts. So his goal then was to make that antenna as efficient as he possibly could. He wanted as little waste from the radio to the antenna as possible. That's why when you watch his antenna match, his ATU, the meter is like the one which is reflected, isn't reflecting anything, and it's forward power. He worked hard to get it to set that way. Good for him, man. Anybody who works that hard to make calls, to go outside and do it, is amazing in my heart. Man, especially in the winter. Whew. Kevin, in Iowa, my dream shack would be a 200-foot tower with 3 monoband Yagis. Radio would be a Yaesu FTDX 101 Mike Papa. Microphone, a Heil PR781. It's a nice setup, Kevin. That's a nice setup, man. A 200-foot tower. Would you put it up? Would you go up there and do the work? Whew. I'm afraid of heights, man. I could never do it. I could climb, gosh, my eyes drive me nuts. I could climb as high as maybe the rooftop, and I'd be going, well, yep, looks good for up here. Think I'm fine. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you. Come again.
I'd be done. Thank you. I just freaked out about heights. Wouldn't work out too well. Spike, I need to reduce the stuff in my shack. I got too many radios. Ham radio collecting is normal. It really is. A lot of people have collections of radios, and then they see a new one, and they're like, wow, I could use that radio too.
That's mighty hospitable of you.
Be another one. That's it. Yep. And a full moon tonight. Oh, boy, that's going to be great. Rodney, looking at the lower atmosphere at MUF, I would say gray line should be great today for DX. It should be, absolutely. It should be very good today. I think DX is going to be great this weekend. we have to hold on to the good weekends we have left because we're going down Solar Cycle 25 now to the minimum again. So the weekend right now is hold on to it and use your radio. You'll be glad that you did. Renee Anderson, it's been a long time. How are you? Happy Friday. I hope you and the family are well. His call sign, Oscar Zulu 1 Romeo Delta. Thank you so much. Happy Friday, my friend. Great to see you. Gosh, it's great to see you. Todd, Larry, for the folks that need to complete their Worked-All States that need Hawaii, we all hang out at 28.310 megs and at 27.555 on upper sideband. So you're on CB as well? I guess. I have to think about that. Okay, so which channel is that? I guess on Citizens Band because that's below 10, and it's not 12. Sorry, it's not 12. It's not 10 either. That we work after 6 p.m. nightly. So at least the 28.310. If it's nightly, that'll be hard for people to work because remember you're still 2 hours behind the West Coast. So if it's night where you're at, they're not going to hear you. 6 p.m. It's going to be, well, no, if you're on the West Coast, you will. If you're in the eastern part of Washington, that's probably the deadline. Right there is probably where you're going to lose that net or that time to work, you guys. But if it's 6 p.m., it still will work from about now until late August, early September. Yeah, that would work on 10 meters as long as 10's open up here. That's the problem in the summer, Todd, is that 10 goes south in the summer. It always does. It goes north in the winter. And that's why it works so well for us here in the wintertime. We make tons of calls on 10 meters here in the Northern Hemisphere. But when summer comes, it dives south. It just always does. That's why it looks the way it does today. If you guys are going to be on 15, that would be different. Make a lot of calls there. John, Martin Lynch & Sons has a 7851. Yes. Yeah, we thought we showed it. We showed that radio. Another 7850 limited edition. That's the one we showed. Sorry, I get the two confused. The 50 is the limited, the 51 is not. And the FTDX 9000 still. And isn't that the contest radio? They don't have the MP. They've got the contest, I believe, which is a nice radio. Don't get me wrong. But I like the MP because you get then the 400 watts and you get the MUs for 40 and 80, 30 and 20, 160. Yeah, that's it. It's hard to remember because it's an old radio, right? And the MU tuner units were specifically for various bands. So, yeah. They've got them. But, the other side of that thing, John, too, is it makes you wonder, okay, so the price is going to be pretty steep. Because if it's fairly priced, really, like it's a good deal, for example, right? It's gone because people want them. But boy, some of those would sure wink at me for sure. Oh, gosh. Todd, Larry, the only ICOM HF rig that I own is the IC 8200, a great field day rig, some simple and easy to use. Yeah, before all the digital stuff came out, all the menus. Tosca in Portugal made the mistake of taking my wife to a radio rally once. She ended up on the front cover of Radcom, and she hated it. Oh, Tosca, you got into trouble, buddy. Little family feud there for sure. Oh, I'm never going again. Andy used to love Hammerlin radios. Yeah, no kidding. And Kevin, that's pretty cool stuff. And Todd, my late wife used to build Joe's guitars when she worked at Carvin in Carlsbad, California. That's pretty neat. I hear he's a chill guy. I hear he's really pretty chill. I've heard good things about Joe Walsh. Let me get to the next segment because I got to do it. And hang on a second. Okay, talking concerts. We're good. We're good. And John, thank you for coming. It's a pleasure to have you anytime. Have a nice evening. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, Martin Lynch & Sons has some pretty high-end super heterodyne radios. The 7850 limited edition, the 7851, and the FTX 9000 contest, I believe. We have one more thing to share with you, which is pretty stinking cool. For you guys that talked about listening to Art Bell. Remember Art Bell was on AM here in the States with his like AM Coast to Coast show. And he was really popular because he did like paranormal stuff and weird things. He lived in Pahrump, Nevada. Well, here is the very first show. I'm only going to show off just a few minutes of it, but I'll put the link in the description of the video so you can listen to all of it, of Art Bell, his first shortwave show.
From the high desert in the great American Southwest, I bid you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the universe and the world. We're covering it all with a brand new program called Midnight in the Desert. I'm Art Bell, and it is my pleasure to be here. It's going to be an interesting evening. The first thing we're going to do is cover the genesis of the name of the program. Now, let's think about it a little bit. Midnight in the Desert. Where have you heard that before? Midnight in the Desert. Midnight in the Desert. Let me think about that. Oh, yes. There's this lovely gal in Nashville. There's this lovely gal in Nashville who, I'm hearing music. I wonder where that's coming from. Really strange. No, it's wrong. All right, this lovely gal in Nashville who sang it for me, and her name is Crystal Gale. Crystal, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you for having me on. I was so excited.
I guess now I should reach back. I should tell everybody that one day you came to my house here in Nevada. You came all the way to Pahrump, Nevada, and handed me a song on a CD, and it blew me away. And then, Crystal, as time went on, and you said, I sang this for you, here you go, cheers. And as time went on, I fell more and more and more in love with the song. It's the last song I play every single night.
Sorry, guys. So that was just a little clip of the very first Art Bell contest. It's a shortwave show that he had back in the day. And here is an incredible video of Art Bell on the ham bands.
No, I don't. So you've got it set right. 7700. How's the display in that thing?
Oh, I love it. I love the display. Of course, it's color display, band scope, adjustable all the way up to 250 kilohertz of band spread from down 5 kilohertz minimum up to 250. So I love that. I'm able to look at a large portion, or in some cases, the entire band, and see what's going on. It's a really nice laid out display, Art.
Very good. I've got a buddy here, and I'll let him say hello and get a signal report. You're about 30 over 9 here, Joe, so big signal. Paul, W7MAG, buddy across town, running a Pro 2 and a 80-meter dipoles on, but I bet you'll hear him. Say hello, Paul.
Hey, Joe. Whiskey 7 Mike Alpha Golf, and I was sort of not paying a lot of attention until you mentioned my name, Art, so I didn't quite get your call, but you've got a really good sound. Your audio is very nice, and good, strong signal. So, anyway, back to you. This is W7MAG.
Yeah, fine, Paul. I'm trying to remember if you were on with Art when I talked to you a week ago. I guess I could look at the computer. Call is W4 Whiskey Tango, W4WT. My name is Joe. And you're running about 10 over 9. Art's running about 2700 Paul. Everybody sounds great over.
Yeah, I agree. It's good signal. I believe I remember hearing you last week. The audio sounds really familiar, so I wouldn't be surprised if you already spoke with me, but things are working good. The radio's working good over here. I appreciate the report. You're about 10 over here, and considering I'm on a dipole, that's not too bad.
If you hit 10 that time also. I'll let you guys carry on. I was just curious, Art, when you mentioned you were using a 203, how they were set up, and how that corresponded with how I have fixed. Of course, I'm running a whole different microphone than you are. I'm just a little Heil BM10 boom mic headset. I prefer that. I've got a boom mic, a fairly nice Heil, not the one you have. I got the HM12, but I just don't like using that. I do a lot of things while I'm sitting here at the station area, and I like the freedom of being able to move around and have my hands free, so I tend to use the headset more than anything else. Nice talking to both of you. Take it easy. We'll catch you another time. The conditions seem to be pretty good here on 10 lately. W6OBB, W7MAG, W4WT. Bye-bye.
Okay, Joe. Take care. And, yeah, I've got to take a look at that 7700. But I need another radio like a hole in the head. I've got the 9000. I've got a 7800 next to it that I should press into service. And I just got a Pro 3 on a trade. Old, new Pro. Actually, one of the last Pro 3s made. And I sold a Pro 2 to Paul. So I'm radio rich. See you later, Joe, and thank you for the call. Big signal and nice audio. W7WT in Georgia. W6OBB from Nevada 73.
See you later, Joe. W7M18.
The great Art Bell. Yep. And sorry, he's having a rough day today. Art Bell, he had many call signs. Whiskey 6, Oscar Bravo Bravo, the one that most people recognize him to have. He also held Kilo November 3, Juliet Delta X-Ray at age 13. He also had Kilo Romeo 6 Bravo Kilo when he was in Okinawa. And he had 4 Foxtrot 1 Alpha Bravo when he was in the Philippines, the great Art Bell. And boy, we miss him. He was a good ambassador for amateur radio too, you know, he really was. Today's topic question, what are parts of your ideal ham shack? And, you know, it's funny, at the end of that video where he talked about having too many radios, I thought of you, Spike, because, we all go through that. We just do. That's life here in amateur radio land. I think we've almost got. Oh wait, B Bean. I thought your name was. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back up. You mentioned 4 towers, 100 feet with 80-foot delta loop. 80-meter delta loop, flat side. Very good. Thank you. I'm sorry about Jack, guys. The dogs have had a very rough day, especially Jack and Todd. I can't recommend free banding. Legal, fine. But yeah, that's who we are here. We're going to talk about what's legal to do. And if it's not legal, we're not going to promote it, buddy. Can't do it. Sorry, buddy. I love you, but I can't do that. What was that? Was that a song? Yeah. Meatloaf. Sorry, just for a moment. We're talking about the differences in free bands here, so I'm just going to kind of move on. Robert Varner, Kilo Charlie 2 Tango Echo Lima, thanks for coming. Tom in Bahrain, I'll see you later. Thank you, sir. Bahrain. Hope things are better there. Boy, they've had a rough time. Kim in California, Kilo 6 Yankee Lima, cool call sign, perfect. I was camping in Portable at the Grand Canyon around 2012. I heard Art Bell on, I think, 10 meters. He was talking to another ham, but he didn't hear me. But what a great memory. I mean, gosh, Kim, that's 14 years ago. Sorry. I mean, that's great. I mean, that's really cool that you remember that moment. It's hard because when we're hams, though, we say, oh, shoot. Yeah, I didn't make the call, though, because we think about that way, right? But you heard him. That's great stuff. I wish I would have known better. I would have done that for sure. Yeah. I think, all right, Todd, back to the gym. Have a good day, and thanks for coming, sir. Please don't take what I say personally here. Not whatsoever. We've got to promote this hobby the right way. And if you're doing frequencies, if people are doing frequencies that are not legal frequencies for us here in the States, we can't talk about that, and I won't, not here. So, Kim, when I heard him at that time, Art was mentioning he had noise from an electric fence. Oh, man. And Todd just got the notification that we're live. Shut up! Jeez, perfect. Yes, great. Art Bell must have owned a bunch of horses with that electric fence. My gosh. Yeah. Jose, he's here. We've got news. Oh my gosh. Jose, did you get the general license? We've been wondering because we care about you. We do. Let us know. And if you didn't, it's okay. We will encourage you all the way the rest of the show. Jose is back. Good to see you. He said, I miss Art Bell. Used to listen to his Coast to Coast show on late night AM radio. Great comment. Nice to have you back, Jose. I've been thinking of you. I really have been. Yeah. Oh, man. There we go. Todd, I may not go to any of the expensive gyms around here, but I climb mountains several times a year, and they've got them in Hawaii. They sure do. Barry Wendon, the FTDX 9000 MP was in memory of my wife, Ann, 11 years ago. She had some money and bought the DX 9000 MP. What a great story. That's a wonderful story. Barry, it's a priceless radio. You cannot get rid of that. Really. You can't. Wow. And what a great radio to have, too. You really do. Yes. This just in from Todd. This is actually pretty funny. He says, I hate this iPhone spell checker that changes my grammar without my knowledge. And this just in, ladies and gentlemen, we got big news on this channel. Jose passed his general license, get this, 34 out of 35 correct. Wow. Well done, Jose. Are we happy for you? Congratulations. You are now a ham radio general, man. Well done. Well done. Oh, brother, that's great news. We are so happy. See, this is what happens every time someone comes and tells us they got their license passed. Everybody will tell you congrats. I'm going to type congrats because I am really happy for you, man. We are all very happy. Seriously. There you go, Jose. Well done, mate. Well done. That's good stuff. All right. Just a few minutes left of the show. The topic question, the ideal parts of your ham shack. Here is an old buddy of mine, Bob Nagy, and Bob has done YouTube forever about ham radio. Bob did a video on a radio we had a request for information on from Winan in Africa. He asked me if we could do maybe a radio look at the ICOM 9700. Winan, here you go.
First, it's a high-power radio. It's 100 watts on 2 meters, and here's where you adjust your power level, 75 on 450, and 10 watts on microwave 1.2. The Spectrumscope is an FFT type for very fast refresh rate and really some nice colors and display, fully customizable through the menus, color, persistence, and things like that. It includes all modes. Hit the mode, and we can see we have sideband, CW, RTTY, AM, FM, DV, which is D-Star, and D-Star data modes. It's a direct sampling SDR on 2 meters and 450 and a mixer on 1.2 gigahertz. Its design leans in the direction of being superlatively sensitive because of course you don't need the selectivity as much on the higher bands, although its selectivity numbers are excellent as well. It has preamps on each band, easy to turn on and off, and they're individual preamps and also have individual DC control through the back, so you can say I've got a preamp on which band you've got it on and have it turn the DC on and off and inject it via the coax into the preamplifier at the antenna, which is where you want it. It's got 32-bit noise reduction and notch controls right here. It's got 3 presets for each filter, 1, 2, and 3. You hit the filter button here, and if you hold it down, then you can individually adjust the bandwidth of that filter, its soft or sharp edges, by just simply hitting bandwidth and then adjusting with a main tuning dial. It's got full satellite implementation. Menu, satellite, and bam, we're into the satellites. I've got all the popular satellites already programmed in here. Very easy to do. inputs, outputs, the FM satellites, the sideband linear translators, ready to go. You've got normal and reverse tracking, and all the stuff you need to work all the amateur satellites. It is a full duplex radio, and that's a good thing, especially when you're on satellite. I can transmit up on 450 here. Let's open the squelch on 2 meters. Hitting that transmit button, and I'm still receiving on 2 meters, or vice versa. It's got 99 memories per band, and it also has scan edges per band and call channels per band. Hit the menu, let's take a look at the memory, and we can scroll through them. It comes with fantastic software, free, that's very easy to operate and program this radio with a single USB cable, so no need to buy that. Or you can do it with the buttons on the radio. In D-Star, it has the DR mode, sort of a nice automated way to do things. Immediately, you can set up where you want to go and who you're talking to, either a nearby repeater or from the grand repeater list itself, or reflectors and things like that. So it's very easy to set up your communication in D-Star using that DR.
And now his summary.
Well, is that enough features for you? Wow, what a radio. And now we're to the question, should you consider buying one? Now, if you only operate FM repeaters with this radio, you are completely missing the point. It's a waste to do that. If you go on, say, 2 meters and 450, maybe 1.2 SSB for some terrestrial DXing, still, you could get other radios for less money, a used IC910 or something like that. But if you use D-Star, use FM repeaters, you do some sideband DXing, you want to learn satellites, this is the radio for you. This really is. So challenge yourself. That's why I bought it. I do everything but the satellites, and I always wanted to do satellites. So there's a lot to learn in there. And of course, there's a steep learning curve on this radio. Now you can get it set up, use the provided software to load the memories in, be on the FM repeaters really quick. It'll operate just like you expect it to operate, and you can get some satisfaction. But then, as you start digging into it, you're going to be able to peel away the layers of its capabilities and start to really get some satisfaction doing stuff you haven't done before.
Bob Nagy, AB5N, good guy. I mean, he is so good on his YouTube channel. Go to his channel, Robert Nagy, and subscribe. You'll learn so much about radios. You really will. The 9700, that was requested by Winan, Victor 51 Whiskey in Africa. Winan, there it is. Also, I do want to mention a dear friend from down under. That's continent number 4, Colin in Australia, making coffee at 3:50 to watch this show. Thank you, Colin. Man, it's good to see you, man. Best wishes to you and your family, and a happy Saturday to you. My goodness. And lots of people are wishing good stuff there to yeah. Oh, yeah, I kind of wonder that. That's, yeah. Didn't want to say. But anyway, I just appreciate all you guys being here. Let's get to the Angry Hams, and we got trivia coming next.
Don't start. We haven't left yet.
Oops. I guess we started too soon. Question 1 of the group today. The ARRL's 1942 issue of the Radio Amateurs License Manual cost how much? See, this is one of those U.S. questions that it doesn't matter if you're in Europe or Australia or someplace else. This is a pure guess. A is 25 cents. B is $1. C is 50 cents. D is $2. A, B, C, or D. Get it right. We will love you. Good luck. The 1942 issue from the American Radio Relay League, the Radio Amateurs License Manual. Here you go. Andy Newman from Bristol, first one in. He's got AB, which is $1. I was going to say $1, but that would be B. And Andy, you're a trivia guru. Nope, it's Bill this time. He got that one. 25 cents. The answer is A. Good job, Bill. Yeah. Andy, close. You were close. And yeah, you got to remember the time. This is just right when the war started. Oof. That's a tough question. It really is. And most of the guys around the world got this one right, which is great. And Jose, in 1942, everything was cheap. I would guess A. Indeed, my friend. Question 2 today. The USA has 220 megahertz as an amateur band. But in the United Kingdom, that frequency is reserved for what? A is emergency communications, B is digital audio broadcasting, C is television, D is satellite navigation systems. A, B, C, or D, get it right, we'll let you know. Good luck, everyone. Question 2 of 3 today. Toscan in Portugal just got this on Facebook. It is with immense regret that we inform of the passing to silent key of the death of the Portuguese radio amateurs Charlie Tango 1 Bravo Hotel. Antonio, I'm going to say it wrong. Antonio and Rodriguez, okay. Number 1 in Portugal on the DXCC honor roll. Wow. Oh boy. That's quite a loss. Quite a loss. First up, Bill in Wisconsin, Kilo Off 8 Golf India Mike. He's trying to go 2 for 2 here today. He's guessing B, digital audio broadcasting. He's 2 for 2. Amazing. Wow. Yeah, it is. It's DAB. That's why they can't transmit on 220 megahertz, and why they couldn't use the 9700 there. Wouldn't work on that frequency for sure. Yeah. Okie dokie. Next and final question. Which of the following receiver performance characteristics would be most important for operation during a high-frequency contest with crowded band conditions? All right? So here's the situation. Here's your dilemma. You're on HF. The bands are crowded. What kind of radio is the best to make it work for a high-level contester? A is selectivity. B is sensitivity. C is noise figure. D is stability. A, B, C, or D. Last question. Good luck. What would be the most important thing for the radio to have? Andy Newman, trivia guru, first in from Bristol. He has A, selectivity. Yes, of course, Andy. Well done. Yep, it's selectivity. Selectivity is a radio's ability to separate signals. Sensitivity is its ability to hear weak ones. Most radios are extremely sensitive, but not as selective. Selectivity is extremely important if you're going to be working a contest, and the entire world has A. This is great. Like 4 continents are with A there. Today's topic question has to do with your ideal shack. I've got the radio I'm happy with. I mean, I would love to have a legend, like a legacy superhet. I would love to have another one because I miss it. I enjoyed working it. You know, when you're so used to working a radio that's just kind of simple, like the software-defined radio ICOM makes, 7610's a ball to use. I enjoy it. It's just what I like, right? But I like radios that I have lots of buttons and controls with that I can just play mad scientist. That's fun for me. So that's why I always say like the Yaesu 9000 MP. I would love that radio because it invites me to just be with it and work signals the way I used to do because I had old Super Heterodyne radios. It's how I learned the DX radio. Of course I like those. As for like a amplifier, I suppose maybe like a Mercury 3, possibly a KPA 1500 Elecraft, possibly. It would go good with a K4D, you know. Maybe I could go with K4D and a KPA 1500 and blow about, I don't know, 12,000, maybe, something like that. It's close, but I'm able to get out now with what I have, and we haven't even got to the antenna yet. The antenna, it's funny. Let me tell you a funny story. Karen said, Larry, if we ever move again, I'm like, are you out of your mind? Well, if we ever move again, I was thinking, I really think it'd be nice to get you a backyard where you can have that antenna you want. I'm like, oh, are we talking a tower and a beam? Yeah, whatever that is. I'm like, honey, that's going to be like installed 25 to 30 grand for what I would like. Oh, well, How tall are you looking for? Oh, I'm fine with 75 feet. She's like, Florida would be tough for 75. I'm like, well, no, we can get a crank up tower. We can make it go up and down. I've got all these answers. She's like, well, maybe we really need to think this. How much does that cost? Well, maybe 35, 30, somewhere in there. You know, I haven't called anyone to ask yet because I'm terrified of heights. You're never going to get me up on that tower. And that's the thing that makes me uncomfortable with that part of the dream. Because if something breaks, I got to call some guy to come out and fix it because I'm not going up there. I'm terrified. So for me, I love the fact that right now the hex beam, I can use it. It works. It doesn't make as good a call as it would if it was higher, but I can't put it up higher right now. That's okay. There's still time to live, right? Ham radio is so much fun, guys. It is. We can dream about what we don't have, but it sure is great to have what we do, right? If you'd like to get an amateur radio, we would love to help you. Contact the Radio Society of Great Britain at www.rsgb.org. Tell them on the contact part of the page you want your ham license and where you live. They will send you a local to you ham club. And then it's great because you just contact the club. They send you an email, right? Tell them you want your license and where you live with the club, right? And the club's going to be so excited to hear from you. Man, they're going to be so excited. And they're going to come help you. They will. And perhaps they've got some extra radios hanging out that maybe they can get you started to borrow something. You never know. It might happen. www.rsgb.org. I've got 3 commercials today guaranteed to make you laugh because it's a Friday. And these 3 come from Germany. Okay, these were on German television. And one of them is a little bit, but it's there. And it was on TV. Wow, was it on TV? My name's Larry Dio. My call sign in amateur radio is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Happy Friday, everybody. Wherever you may be, God bless you. Goodbye, everybody.
Come on, Rover. Come on.
The summer sale at Apollo Opticians.
It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. Oh, so wonderful. It's just a dream. It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful.
At Rusty Bethel Drive, I'm Faisal Forbes. This is ZNS.
This is the ZNS Network, providing radio and high-definition television services for the entire Bahamas. On behalf of the management and staff of the ZNS Network, we wish you a very pleasant good night.
out, may we feel God's presence in every circumstances and moments.
That's all, folks.